Hey, what's up, guys? It's Incanel, and I'm sure everybody's heard the invasion of Moroccans, a bunch of third world, basically teenagers, uh, military-age men described in the media as women and children, that invaded from the tip of, it's really North Africa. It's not mainland Europe, but it's a part of Spain, um, that's that has a basically that's connected to it's a small little town. I think it's got about 8,000 population, um, uh, of primarily Christians, some Muslims, Europeans, and it's divided from Morocco, which is an extremely poor North African country. I think their GDP is like $3,000 um, per person. I mean, it's like just poverty. Um, there's some sort of connection as far as Israel. Uh, I think it was, from what I understand, Morocco was trying to get back at Spain for trying to strengthen their ties with, God, what's the country? It doesn't matter. My point is this: is it's a tragedy. It's disgusting. The invasion of westernized country, the cultures by basic savages that have no respect for our culture, that come over. They steal, they rape, they murder, they set houses on fire, they rob. Reports from I think it's called Quetta yesterday is that these people just barged into this small little town and started beating people up and lighting cars on fire. Just, real basic, how a lot of immigrants that invade our country behave. Like zero respect, total entitlement. And basically, like, the only answer for this is just nationalism. Not racism, but nationalism. People becoming very nationalistic, wanting to defend their country, which is completely normal. It's human nature. Call it tribalism if you want. I mean, call it racism if you want. Who gives a fuck? Um, but the point is that my favorite grifter, the little like half breed SNEAKO, who a couple weeks ago was trying to celebrate some sort of win by some Muslim country, in the World Cup, and was like in New York City. I think it was in Brooklyn or the Bronx or whatever, and he was with a bunch of teenagers, and he's just acting like an idiot. He's excited, and he's inshallah. Welcome to Mondami's. How did he say it? Welcome to Mondami's New Yorkistan, the best city in the world, and inshallah, your city will look just like this too. Inshallah, Islam will be at every doorstep, and Islam will be in every living room. And, like, basically just like this sort of like overt sort of threatening, giving the finger slit across the throat sort of um, gesture, just like this full grift. I mean, a few months ago or a few years ago or whatever, this dude was like swinging on Andrew Tate's nutsack, And until Andrew Tate called him out for being like bisexual and having these sort of like real sort of creepy conversations like, have you ever been sexually attracted to men? And I guess Andrew Tate threw him under the bus after SNEAKO threw him under the bus for playing that Kanye West or Ye song, the HH song. And I think, Tate kind of went on like an apology toward the day after, and I think SNEAKO kind of dogged him out publicly, and so Tate was like like the nerve of this, like basically like this dude who converted to Islam like 15 minutes ago, and now he's like, inshallah, and doing all this like grifter shit and constantly wanting to talk about age of consent, and if an 11 or an 8-year-old girl's parents have consented and the girl's consented, he sees no problem with like basic pedophilia. I mean, the dude's a fucking creep, and the dude hates America. And the point of this video is that I mean, right now you're seeing a bunch of my just gun slop shit. Which is basically what this channel's all about. This channel's not overtly political. I mean, I will, I'll share stuff that I think is important, like this video. But Nick Fuentes did a really good breakdown of who SNEAKO is and why SNEAKO is the way he is. And another channel, Blasphemer, another great channel, smaller channel. You guys should subscribe to it. The dudes are just so based, and I love his shit. And he reacts to Nick Fuentes, a portion of Nick Fuentes' video on this sort of this Moroccan invasion of Spain. And it's just like the most base take you've ever heard. And bro Blasphemer gives his sort of 2 cents every couple minutes. Basically what Nick Fuentes says is this all comes from like SNEAKO's like extreme insecurity in being who he is, like a mixed race sort of lost in America, has no real sort of ties to any sort of racial identity. And I mean, it's sad. I mean, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. If you're secure in who you are and you love yourself, it doesn't matter your race, your religion. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Like let's see, what am I? I'm German and I'm Irish. And I think I'm on my dad's side, I'm Irish, so I'm 50% Irish, and on my mom's, I'm 25% Italian and 25% German. And I'm proud of that. I don't think it makes me better than anybody, but I know that makes me who I am. I'm like 5th generation American. I had a great grandfather who was a general in the Civil War. There's been books written about him. We have like in my family heirlooms like 5 different documents signed. He was in the military under 5 different U.S. presidents. So we have like 5 of those like big sort of really beautiful posters that are written out in like handwritten in calligraphy that are like and that has his name, and they're signed by 5 different presidents, from Taft to Roosevelt to Johnson. I mean, just a bunch of like historic. Anyway, so here we go.
Okay, with that, we're going to dive in. First, before we get into the invasion of Spain, I have to just say, so this is brand new. Did you see this? Just before I went live. So you have this big situation going on in Spain. It's another migrant crisis. The Muslims are invading Europe. Everyone's talking about it. And I saw that my old friend SNEAKO quote tweeted a video of these savages pouring into Europe. And SNEAKO says, inshallah, all of Europe will be like this. All of Europe will be invaded by African Muslims.
You know what's crazy too is I'm like one of SNEAKO's top A-loggers, all right? I've been in his replies constantly, been, you know, just going at him. I was arguing with some other brown clowns about Muhammad marrying a 6-year-old, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I didn't even see his tweet. And then he deleted it. It went crazy viral within, I think, the 3 hours that he had it up. I didn't see it, and I wish I got on that, man. I wish I could have A-logged him on that. But yeah, he was literally like celebrating a white replacement, Muslim hordes invading. I mean, what else can you say, right? This guy is anti-us.
And this just goes to show who SNEAKO really is. At his core, at the center of his being, to the extent that he has any real beliefs, all that is there is resentment for white people. That's all there is at the bottom. Beneath all the faux sophistication and faux profundity, the performative Islam, the performative politics, blowing in the wind with whatever is popular at any given moment, at the center of it all is a deeply insecure person because he is a racial alien in the United States.
And it's that, and it's also that he is not an assertive enough personality to be confident in himself the way that other mulatto men aren't, right? Think about Andrew Tate, right? Like I have one of my best friends is half black, half white, and he's not like SNEAKO, right? And you think about all like the mulatto men that SNEAKO looks up to, okay? And you realize SNEAKO is lacking complete character compared to them.
It is a deep-seated resentment and antipathy for white people. That is why he is Muslim. That is why he presents as left-wing. That is behind everything that he does. It is a seething, a bitter, jealous seething directed at white people because he is a mixed-race mutt, Haitian, Filipino, Hungarian Jewish, who grew up in a private school in Connecticut, probably being made fun of for his stupid name and because he didn't look like everybody else, would be my guess. That is why, because he went to a private school in Connecticut, as a grown man, he likes to LARP as a black man from New York. That is why, even though he's not Arab, he LARPs as a Muslim.
Oh, and don't get me started on his whole, I know we make fun of SNEAKO, okay, for having a Muslim LARP, but let's be real. He is cosplaying as an Arab, okay? That's what you're cosplaying as, SNEAKO. We all know it. We all see it. It's race play, okay?
Because the things that he likes about Malcolm X, the things that he likes about Islam, the things that he likes about New York, or left-wing politics, what they all have in common is they are a sword. They're a dagger directed at white people, directed at the white man that he feels alienated from, deeply bitter and jealous and resentful of them. And so this was really the revelatory moment. He sees these people invading Europe. He sees these people. He's not Moroccan. He's not Arab. But he sees these people pouring into Europe, and he says, inshallah, this will happen to Europe. He says the white man will wear the thobe. Thobe is what is the pajamas. The thobe is those stupid pajamas that the prophet wears. They all wear in the Middle East. He says all the white men will be wearing this.
Yeah, and of course, you know, they all have to emulate the prophet, right? In every way. They got to brush their, you know, their teeth with a stick from the wood from Saudi Arabia. They all have to dress like Muhammad. They all got to live every bit of their lifestyle, pray like Muhammad, eat like Muhammad, all of that. It's like, that's a form of idol worship, okay? That's not a monotheistic religion, all right? And this just easily proves that you're cosplaying as an Arab. All right, you chose a thobe. There are so many other places where there's Muslim populations that have different garbs, but you chose a thobe. That's because your SNEAKO is into race play.
And what is behind that is a contempt, a resentment for white people. Now, what's new, what I just saw, and this is so, I love to see it. So I saw Drew Pavlo quote tweet this. SNEAKO since deleted it because he got too much backlash. He tweeted, "Inshallah, this will happen to Europe." And he got so much backlash, he deleted the tweet like a pussy. And then he goes on his alt account and he goes, "That was just rage bait. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it." So what happened to the tough guy act? What happened to the tough guy? What happened to the crying Wojak smiling mask? "I didn't mean it, no, guys. Sorry, it was just rage bait. I deleted the tweet because of the backlash. I wasn't serious. I didn't really mean I want all of Europe to be Muslim." Listen, if you're going to try to rage bait everybody, you can't go then and cry when you get backlash.
Like, the bit just falls apart completely. Dude, a part of the act is sticking to the bit, right? And it's just disappointing to see somebody not stick to their, I mean, I don't know what his entertainment skills are seemingly, but it seems like you just completely lacking. I don't know, like, aren't you an entertainer?
I hate when gimmick accounts break character. I mean, you can't go and rage bait everybody and beat your chest and say, "Oh, you're a kafir, blah blah," and then you put out a tweet. It gets a little bit of backlash. You get a little bit of heat, and then you delete it because it's getting to you. And then go on your alt account, which has far fewer followers, and say, "I was just kidding, guys. I was just rage baiting." I never said I was kidding or rage baiting. When I said, "Your body, my choice," that tweet is still up. I still live here. I tweeted, "Your body, my choice." I got 100 million views. Somebody came to my house with a gun to try to kill me, and I still live here, and the tweet is still up. I got doxxed by everybody. Like 100 people came to my house. Someone came and literally died here. Someone died in my alleyway. Some bitch ass came here trying to kill me and died in my alley. My cop, and I still live here, and the tweet is still up. You put up a tweet and say, "Inshallah, Europe will be Muslim." No, I deleted it. I was rage baiting. No, stop being mad at me. Anyway, so it's like that. That's who I am, and you're nothing. See, that's the GOAT. This is why you have no access to the GOAT. Okay? This is why you will not speak with the GOAT. You are nothing. You are not even a good rage baiter. You have no stable sense of self. You can't even be a good rage baiter.
SNEAKO just thinks that all attention is good attention. Like, I think somebody told him that, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. And he literally just took that to heart. He was like, no, that's just true, right? He doesn't have, I think he has a conception that there is no such thing as bad publicity. It's like, dude, you are completely burning your audience. You're looking like a fool every day. Don't get me started on the black choir thing today, guys. He literally paid for a black choir of people to come and sing kufar and his Muslim stuff. Just so beyond self-parody.
Anyway, but so Drew Pavlo quote tweets this since deleted tweet. What happened? In jihad, you can't even leave a tweet up. Jihad. Anyway, Drew Pavlo quote tweets the since deleted tweet, and he says, SNEAKO needs to be deported. And bro, Elon Musk coming in clutch. Elon replies to Drew Pavlo and says, he will be. Dude, Elon, if you could hear me, you could do the funniest thing right now. Elon, you could do the absolute funniest thing right now. Please just make one phone call.
And you know what's telling too? Drew Pavlo, for people who don't know, he is a total lib. All right, this guy is not a right winger. All right, and he is out here sitting deport SNEAKO. So that's just how much the Overton window has changed on this guy. It's over. It's over. Just go to Saudi Arabia and never come home, SNEAKO. All right, that's honestly going to be better for you.
Elon put $300 million into the Trump PAC in 24. Elon is going to put another probably $200 million in the Republican PAC for the midterms. Elon, just please make one phone call. That's all we need. I swear. we will all vote Republican. If we can get SNEAKO deported, we are all voting Republican. We are knocking on doors. We are phone banking. I will phone bank for Susan Collins. If you get SNEAKO deported, the Groypers will be in Maine. We will hold the line. Elon, just say the word. Space Force Commander Elon, Star Shield Director. Just say the word. Instead of deploying to Ohio against Vivek, we will go to Maine and we will get Susan Collins elected. Just get this brown clown out of our country.
I said I'm going to throw a party and everyone was agreeing with me. I mean, it's just facts. Come on.
And we are there. You could do the funniest thing right now. One phone call. So let's see it. Elon says he will be deported. Let's see it. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that.
And, you know, the other day, guys, we were talking about Elon being all talk, all bluster, not really following through with all of his right-wing rhetoric, okay? We were criticizing him for not helping out the right wing in Europe, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, this is your time to shine, Elon. Pull some strings. Come on.
Do not say psych. Get this guy out of the country. All you got to do, here's all I'm saying. Next time he goes to Saudi Arabia, just don't let him back in. I'll consider that a deportation. Next time he goes to Saudi Arabia to film himself praying, which is classic. Next time he goes to Saudi Arabia to film himself doing his prayers for the live stream, just don't let him back in. Just don't let him back in. Just shows up at U.S. Customs. They just got to say, sorry, we have no record of SNEAKO here.
And you know what? I'll just say to SNEAKO, to Sneaky, okay? Sneaky, all right? Just go live somewhere else, man. Like, honestly, before any of this stuff gets out of hand for you, the best advice I could give you, Sneaky, is to just go live in a Muslim country and just forget about it here. You've racked up such a hatred with the public. It's just not worth it for you, bro. Like, it's really not. Like, you're not going to have a good time now. You're going to have to severely backtrack on everything, apologize. Hell, you'll probably have to leave Islam and convert to Christianity if you want to save your image, okay? Come back to Catholicism, I mean. It's like, what are the ways out for SNEAKO here? The best thing you can do for yourself, Sneaky, is just go live in a Muslim country. And you know what? You'll be fine.
I think it's time you got to go back. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Would that not be the funniest outcome? It's like Elon always says, the most likely outcome is the funniest outcome. Would that not be fitting? We don't want you in our country. You are scum. You are human garbage. This country gave you everything. And all you have is seething, bitter hatred for the people that built it, for the people that sustain it. He is by definition a hater. Like that is what consumes him, as hatred. So we got to get him out. We only need people in the country that love America, that want to build America, that want to unite America. Even other Muslims, even some of the other Muslims are fine.
Yeah, like I criticize Islam all day long. Like I'm willing to have debates and go back and forth with people in good faith. But honestly, these radicals, we don't have any room for them. These extremists, zero room.
But not the ones that can't stand whites and Christians and that are telling us that we're all going to be Muslim or something. That can't be a part of it even a little bit. So W. Elon, let's see. All right, we're going to move